Awesome.
Okay, sweet.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today in studio, KJHK 90.7. This is our Live Out Thursday, where every Thursday we bring in a local band from Lawrence and put them on the air. Today I'm joined by The Instant. How are you guys doing? You guys just had a rockin' performance.
Hey,
I want to say.
Thank you.
Feeling good.
Feeling great?
Nice and sweaty.
That was a lot excited to be here.
Yeah, excited to be here for sure.
Sweaty and excited. Well, I feel like that's the most we can ask for.
Us every show, just ready for that.
So tell us, where are you guys from? And I guess, how did you guys meet each other? How did this band come to form?
Sure.
Yeah. Well, we're
So we grew up in Fort Scott.
Fort Scott,
couple hours
Kansas.
south.
Yeah.
So we went to school together, and his brother was in my grade, and so that's how I knew him.
Mm-hmm.
Then we both moved to Lawrence. Still were friends, and then that's where these guys come in.
Yeah, so the three of us, myself, Carrillo, and Malga, all worked at the Roost together. And it was kind of one of those things where we were like, hey, do you play music? Yeah, you play music. Oh, you're cool. And so we got together and started kind of jamming, and we started looking for a fourth member. And Chris was like, I know another Chris. And so we were like, all right, we can always use another
easy.
Chris. And so that's when Chris Herman joined the band, and The Instant became The Instant. So.
Wow, phenomenal. So
Yeah.
when you guys did start up that band, did your musical identities kind of lock in sync, or did you kind of have to find, like, maybe we should play like this, we'll play like this?
I got a perfect story for that.
Yeah,
So
of course.
we were not in sync. The first time I wrote some songs and I brought them over, I was really excited to share with these guys. I was like, this is cool. And so I play my songs, I gave my all, and I was like, so what do you think? And Jeff, without missing a beat, goes, that's pretty good for your music. And I was just crushed right there, okay, it's great. Thanks for the creative criticism here. And so he's brutally honest, and we kept at it, and then he actually liked a couple of the other songs.
Yeah,
Oh, well, there we go.
We got that one out of the way, and then we just started meshing and clicking, and each person kind of brings their own sound or their own thought to it. As we create songs, it's always something new's coming out. Like, oh, I've got an idea, and then we found out where they kind of mesh.
Yeah, even up until yesterday, we were practicing for this, and there were things that we were hearing, and we're like, hey, what if we do it this way this time, and do it this way this time? And so I feel like that's part of what, it's a little corny and catchy to be living in the instant, but really it is. There's always something new that comes from just being in the moment and present together, which is really what the instant is all about for us.
Wow, so when you guys come together and you guys do practice and you guys do make the music, is it more, it's from a place of, let's just make some sounds and see where it goes, along with confirmation along from each other?
Yeah, for sure.
Come up with an idea beforehand, and then we mold that idea and evolve it from the start. So.
Mm-hmm. It could be like a little hum. Oh, I was whistling this, and it's like I'll whistle it. Chris will grab his guitar. He's like, oh, I can hear the drums, and that's how they kind of just fall together. So.
Wow, yeah. So when you have the idea of the instant in your mind, what kind of music, what kind of sound does the instant have that you guys are trying to work towards?
It's hard to put a grasp on it because I feel like some of my songs have more of an Americana vibe. I feel like some of Carrillo's songs have more of a a drivey emo rock kind of thing. But we find it's hard to define a genre on that.
I feel like at the center is almost always at least some sort of rock involved. Yeah. At least Americana rock or
feel good rock is what we probably want to label it. Just
we all have
rock.
Inspirations of different genres. I mean, I grew up listening to Modest Mouse and Minus the Bear and Third Eye Blind, and I kind of incorporate that into the tunes I write. And then each person has their own sort of vibe and background that they pull from. So it just depends on the artist we feel then or what we're working on. Built towards that.
Wow, yeah. Well, that explains your guys' unique sound, because I was sitting there listening to each song. It was interesting how you guys would have a song maybe in one domain, and the next song would be kind of in that domain, but more so towards the edge of that.
It had its toe in that song, and then the full body goes into something else, and then it's a whole being. Yeah.
We'll start one song, and then we're like, oh, I can hear how it goes into this one. So then, as we write the set list, we try to make them flow a little bit to where you can on the last note, it's syncing up to something new.
Fantastic, yeah. So I have to ask, why rock? What do you hope that this music that you're playing, that you guys create, do you hope that it does once it reaches the listener?
Oh man, that's a great question. I mean, at least for me, and I guess I can say it kind of all goes back to that living in the instant, being present, being here, because like the instant is really all about, you know, we're not guaranteed the next moment that we have. We're not guaranteed anything. Like it's, it's terrible, but something could happen and we could all be gone just like that. You're not guaranteed the next moment. You really only are living in the instant, and that's really what life really should be, is being present in this present moment and giving all of your energy to right here and right now and being intentional. And so that's what we hope people who listen to our music really get and feel and comes across, is because it's like, you're not guaranteed anything. So it's like, live in the moment, live in the instant, be right here, right now.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. And I heard you guys say that a couple times.
Yeah.
It was like, hey, we're the instinct, And I thought that was really unique. A lot of bands have stuff that they like to pay homage to, or little character tropes that go along with the aesthetic of their band. So it's cool to know that the instant is not like, oh, I just thought this would look cool on a T-shirt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's got genuine
Full story behind, yeah.
Yeah. Phenomenal. So what have been some of your favorite memories playing? I guess I should ask, how long have you guys been playing together, and what are some favorite memories?
We've been
5,
together
6 years, 7?
7 years
7
now,
years
I think,
total.
yeah.
Wow.
So we've
That's a
got
good
a
amount of
lot
time.
of memories.
Yeah.
We have a lot of memories playing. I know some shows, playing at the Booby Trap in Topeka was a fun memory of mine, playing some hard rock down there.
Ooh,
It was like a biker bar there, and that's kind of a grungy we played some of the harder things. What was it, like Rage Against the Machine and some Sweet Leaf.
Some Black Sabbath.
And some Black Sabbath, yeah. And that's just something we hadn't really ever done before.
Mhm.
And that was a fond memory of mine I go back to, is that hard rock. So that's just, because it's something new for us and exciting. So that's one of my...
One of my favorite memories, it's actually just a recent one. We got to play at Liberty Hall for the for a charity auction, the KVKO charity auction, and it was just a really cool moment to be on that side of the stage and walk out and see the auditorium. I've seen plenty of shows there, but walking through the back door and then walking through the curtains was, a big moment for me personally. It felt good.
Absolutely. It's always something special when you have a connection to the venue.
Oh
yeah,
Yes,
playing it.
yeah, definitely.
I was like, I've seen Modest Mouse here,
Yeah.
Must have been so surreal.
It was,
was.
yeah. We made sure to take it in. We soaked it in when we were there.
Yeah.
Just to,
We were all enjoying it. Took a moment to look at each other and just take that breath while you're on stage. Look around, because you might not ever play that again. So just
Right.
enjoy it while you're there.
just living in the instant,
It always comes
It
back
kind of
to
circles
that.
back. It's ingrained in us now, yeah.
So we've been walking this path with the band for about 7 years. What are some things that we're looking forward to in the future? Maybe some things that we can even see along the path coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've we released our debut album back in February of 2023. That was Mauga, and we've kind of been playing off of that for the past couple years. And it took us a long time to release that first album, but the second album, our sophomore album, is going to be coming up a lot sooner. We're hoping to shoot for winter, spring 2026. So be looking out for that. We also have an amazing house party show coming up. We're really excited. We've been blessed to be at a kind of local historic venue for the past 4 or 5 years now, the Haunted Kitchen at 1900 Louisiana, and we're having what's probably going to be our last Halloween house show there. It's the Friday before Halloween. We always really do it big and blow it out, so we're really excited to have that one last big show. Our Halloween shows are kind of our staple, usually kind of our wrap-up last show of the year before we go into hibernation a little bit for the winter, and so we're really excited to have a big old show there.
We also have we just put out a music video just a couple of months ago, so you can check that out. We're also setting some goals. We're trying to get onto a festival. We want to play a festival. That's on our goal sheet. What else was on there?
more collaborative
Mm-hmm.
efforts with other local artists.
Yeah, we have lots of
Right,
artist
yeah.
friends here in the scene, and that's definitely something we want to, start to bring more people into the instant with us and have them come live in the instant with us and hang out and jam and get their flavor into things. Because like we were just talking about, it's kind of hard to pin down what exactly our sound is. So throw another person in there and it makes it even more fun and funky, and that's always a good time. So
That's what I appreciate about these guys, because I don't like to be set standard in one genre. I like bands we agree that Ween is one of our favorite bands.
That's sure.
That makes sense.
They kind of transcend genres, because you can't really, they can play anything.
Yeah.
And I always aspire to be that kind of band. It's you can play this genre. That song, one over here, one over there. You can't really be stuck in that one spot. Just rock.
Keep it fresh.
Yeah, keep it fresh for sure.
Absolutely, especially if you guys are going on so long now. I mean, that's a
Yeah.
lot of time to be stuck in just one place,
Yeah.
and then artistically and creatively, it's well, where am I going? What am I adventuring in? Because that's really the fun of it.
Right.
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
Now, I'm curious because we have a lot of audiophiles and musicians on the other side of the camera. So I'm just curious if we can talk a little bit about the gear that you guys have used
Yeah,
today.
definitely.
Oh,
We've
yeah.
got some
Yeah.
pedals. We've got some pretty sick guitars. This beautiful kick. You can't see it right now, but it's just got the most beautiful cover on the front of it. So
Oh yeah.
go into detail about this stuff.
Yeah, well, shout out to my mother-in-law. She made us that vinyl that we stuck on there. So shout out to Amanda. But yeah, tell them about your kid.
I mean, it's not even my kid.
Oh,
It's-
I got the
just get
kid.
the
That's
luxury
true.
of
We
playing
did,
that.
I just knew we were starting a band. I was like, we need a drum set. We have a drummer and no drum. I mean, you had your drum set at your place, but
Right, there's actually part of it
Part-
is
it's a
actually
Frankenstein
from my
set,
kit.
so
the,
it's-
the
Oh,
floor
yeah.
tom is from my other Pearl.
we pieced it
export.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
some newer
kind of
symbols.
a Frankenstein
Yeah,
of sorts.
Yeah, we drove all the way up to Nebraska City, or
yeah.
what
It
was
was a few hours away. Bought it for a good price, and I was like, hey, and it's held up
Road
ever
trip?
since. Yeah, road trip. I
It's been
road
our-
tripped
it's
up,
been the
picked
main
it up.
kit for
And
7
yeah,
years,
and
so.
Frankenstein did with some new symbols we put on there just recently, and it gives it that good rich tone. So that's always been a quintessential piece that we've had for a long time.
Yeah.
Other equipment, at least for me, on my pedal board, I only carry a few things. I only have a blues driver for that grunge, that dirt. Then I also have the X4 flashback for some delay, which I use here and there, and then just a boost pedal for when I need to solo it out and tuner to tune. And right now I just have a VHT I just got recently. I usually run a PV, but that thing's been a good thing so far. So
Yeah,
and then-
this is the first time.
Yeah, first time playing it.
Anybody's heard it live in the
Yeah.
instant. This is the VHT's debut. So.
yeah,
Oh,
and then I rock a Rogue.
Congratulations, VHT.
Yeah. Then I rock a Rogue, Les Paul style guitar that I've had since forever. Probably the one I've played the longest. I put some Odessa pickups I put inside of those. So it gives it that good tone as well. So
Yeah,
kind
so
of
that's-
pieced that together as well. Yeah.
That's a unique guitar.
It is, yeah.
It's a unique guitar.
And it fits. It's just something about the way it plays. It's probably not the most expensive or exciting guitar, but it does what I need, and it feels good playing in my hands.
And
So
you can shred on it. so
And I
you
can shred.
You
So-
can, yeah. I think everyone can agree here.
I let it ride. Yeah. What about you, Jeff? What do you think?
I mean, it's nothing special. Just this old. This is a
Well, John
I think
Gold
it's-
right there.
That's right. Yeah. No, it's a V1. It's one of the first '90s, 2000s, turn of the century Rumble hundreds, and then. For the longest time, we used a Mustang bass, but actually just a couple years ago, I upgraded to it's essentially like a Fender clone. It's one of the combo basses. It's got the PE and the jazz pickups on it. And just straight into a tuner. I don't do anything fancy. I like to keep it pretty simple on the bass tone. So
Keep
Fair enough.
the
Yeah.
bass straight. I'm running a Fender Hot Rod Deluxe for my amp. I don't have very many pedals either. I've got the classic DS1 distortion on there. I run through my delay, which is the Way Huge Aquapus. That was a cool one. I've got my tuner, and then what else is over there?
Tube Screamer.
Tube Screamer, yeah, mini Tube Screamer.
Oh, no, I didn't even see that one.
So little boost on there and little grunge. And then the guitar is just a Guild ATX. I picked that up at a pawn shop for way cheap. And I sat in there, I was
Beautiful.
playing it for a long time.
Uh-huh.
I just took it home. It's been a cool one.
No, yeah, I mean, you guys just have so much interesting stuff. I just
Yeah.
felt that it would be a crime not to ask.
Sure,
Yeah,
thank you. I
yeah,
appreciate the eye. I know.
Yeah.
You play as well, so you're always looking and seeing.
Trying to see who's got what I can
What
take
can I
where.
grab?
What
Yeah,
they,
yeah.
what are they
What are you
cooking
doing
with?
over there?
Yeah. Well, phenomenal. This has been absolutely amazing and very great to have you guys
Yeah.
here. If the people wanted to find your music, where could we find it?
Yeah, so we're streaming on all streaming platforms. The Instant. You can also find us on Instagram at The Instant LFK. You can go to www.theinstantlfk.com. We've got all of our music on our website as well. That's where our EPK is as well. So if you were listening and you're like, man, I want to live in the Instant, you can book us right there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's where you can find us.
Phenomenal. And not to put you guys on the spot, but any closing remarks to the people at home?
I mean, I think it's just going to go back to what you've probably heard a million times through this interview and through the airwaves, and if you've ever seen us, but just come live in the Instant with us. It's it's a really magical place to be. Really, it's all reality actually is. So
It's a safe place. We know the world is weird right now, so don't let your voice be stifled, and keep on fighting the fight. That's what I gotta say.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, thank you all so much. It has been a real pleasure to get to work with you and to listen to you guys. This has been the Instant LFK. You can find them on Instagram. They have their own website, and you can also find them on streaming platforms. Join us here every Thursday at 7 p.m. for live performances, as well as more interviews with local artists. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.